Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to GKP live from the filter house. Usual thing, guys. We'll be right back with you after this. Afternoon, all. Welcome back to this fortnightly edition of GKP from the filter house. Hope everybody's good. Um, Hopefully, fingers crossed, we should have some guests join us this afternoon, and we should get some people coming to show off the ponds. Had an absolutely fantastic day yesterday down at Daz's Koi Farm. Big thank you to all those that turned up and made it the event that it truly was. Without any of you guys coming, it would have been a flop, but it was an absolute belting day. Seems like a lot of people enjoyed themselves. Seems like Daz got rid of a lot of fish and did rather well for himself. I also got a little bit of a gift from Jeff Lees. Thank you very much, mate. Greatly appreciate it, which I will show you shortly. And I will show you these fish because they're all cruising around everywhere, coming up, looking like they're absolutely starving and ready for something to eat. But yeah, I got myself a rather large new kahaku, 49 cm, gifted from Mr. Lees, which makes my second Yoshikigoi fish in my pond now. So I now have a kahaku and the Benny Kikakuru. So, without further ado, I'm going to give these a bit of a feed because they're absolutely ravishing and starving, and they keep coming up and having a look and having a bit of a nosy. And I'll let you see if you can see and spot the new one. It's absolutely belting it down here, chucking it down. Well, actually, it's calmed down a little bit, but it's still raining pretty damn bad. Let's spin this camera around and we'll see if we can go and let you see this new one. So there we go. I'm going to give them a bit of food because they're all up at top, but there is the new one. She's down there, a nice big female kahaku. Now the reason why I ended up with this female kahaku is Daz was after a male, but unfortunately this one has sexed by Mr. Alan Tate while he was there for the day with us. This is a female. Now Daz already has 4 female, so it was a case of surplus to requirement, but Jeff needed to move some fish on so that he can get some more growth on some of his others, which he's more fond of. So this one was going to be going into Daz's koi breeding program. This is just this one, just down here. So now we have a nice big 49 cm female kahaku. Everybody was pretty interested in her last night when I stuck her in, and they were cruising up and down everywhere. But she seems to have settled in really well. So far so good. And my shower there, man, the Benny seems to be dropping off on it. It's not looking too cracky. That's my little growing show. But the Benny's starting to drop off and some of the sumi's starting to come up. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with that one. The new Mizzy Ogon, which I got from Perfect Aquatics, which is just there in the middle. Hopefully when that comes up, you're going to get to see, seems to be settling in quite well as well. Everybody's doing pretty good. This Deutsch Chag here is going to be going round to my dad's Monday evening, along with the what I like to call my crappy wacky, just there in the middle. And then I have a couple more fish that I've put my name to that I want to get from New Forest Koi, and there are some smaller little ones in there that are also going to be coming out, which I've mentioned several times before on several videos. But the real little ones are going into my dad's front garden pond, give him a few of Daz's little grow ones, see what he can do with them. And then my pond will be done. The Hiyatsuri that I got just there is looking pretty good as well. Just coming up to the top there for a bit of a feed. So all in all, yeah, everybody's looking pretty good. Hopefully, and I say hopefully, there are 33 of you watching. Somebody's going to come along and give us a quick look at their pond and join us for the live. Or otherwise, this may end up being, look at this. I don't know if any of you guys are getting this, but my barrels, you can see there, top where the water level's on them, the barrels are sweating up a bit with the temperature being warmer in here and the cold water coming through, so the barrels are starting to sweat up a little bit. Everything's a bit soaking wet through. My carpets are absolutely drenched from last night because I had this big bowl out, and whilst I had this big bowl out I put the fish down on the floor because it was raining outside, so I could get it measured up and then get it into the pond. But this bowl doesn't fit through that doorway, so I tried to tilt it a little bit so I could get it through said doorway, and absolutely soaked the floor. Absolutely. My boots were, well, the boots still are wet from actually pouring half it down my legs and all over the floor as well. So yeah, she seems to be settling pretty well. Coming up there, they're all still feeding. Pond temperatures are at 10.3. If we have a quick look there, look. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see if we can get it a bit closer. I don't know if you can make that out there. 10.3 degrees. And I don't know how warm we're outside, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near that. Yeah, 12.5 out just outside. Pond temps 10.3. Getting to that time of year, guys, where this is just miserable. But we've still got to do the things that we've got to do. We've still got the filter cleans to do. We've still got to fish to maintain and clean. But once again, look, I've already topped this, let this pond out yesterday before I went to Daz's, and we're back overflowing again. So this part of my garden here is absolutely sodden. I fully drained down about an inch below those stone lines, and if you look right at the far side there, you can actually see it's touching the top of the brickwork or the stonework all the way around. So it's done some raining here again last night. Let me just bring up the comments. Bear with me one sec. What we got here then? Bear with me one second. Oh my God, there's a fair few been typed in there. There's me just chatting away to myself. Afternoon guys from Humber Koi. Afternoon bud. Scott's Koi channel. What's up? Another chilly day here. Certainly is, mate. It's not very good at all. Steve Mulligan says, afternoon all. Good afternoon bud. Phil from Telford Koi Pond says, afternoon all. Just sitting here editing my latest video. So this live is a welcome distraction. I've just literally finished mine, the one for Daz's koi farm visit. I literally just finished it just before, half an hour before I came out here, and scooped up another 200 bloody leaves off the top of the pond. I will say this much, it's a pain in the ass getting the leaves in the pond, but far easier process, because even when I had the net on before, and it's a fine netting too, it was a very fine netting, they still managed to get through, especially all the leaves off that little acer tree. So having them now where I can just whip the net round the top, quickly, gently scoop them up out of the bottom of the pond is far easier to deal with than dicking about trying to take that net off. That were a pain in the ass. But yeah, the Daz's Benigoi event video will be dropping after this live, guys. It's an hour and 11 minutes long. I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope everybody comes along to join us. Shogun's Koi says, afternoon to you all. Afternoon, bud. ANC, we're away to Phil. Umber Koi says, how's everyone's Sunday going? Well, mate, look at weather, it's cack, innit? Grey skies, miserable. Everything's dropping in bits. Garden looks like a bomb's hit it. But let's face it, could be worse. Could be worse. We're still upright and breathing, that's the main thing. Fenland Lass says, Gaz, your pond is looking good. Thank you very much. I'm proper. I'm well happy. You know this. I know in comparison to everybody else's fish, mostly on YouTube, a lot of my fish ain't massive at all. The biggest one being now the new one that Jeff's given me, but the others. But if you look at the bottom of that pond, there isn't a single turd anywhere. Not one single poo. Nothing. And you can see they do get fed. They're still getting fed and they're still eating until I come out and spook them like I just did. But yeah, the retro bottom drain and the 3-barrel filter system is doing its job. Even more so now with the bigger pond. Keeping it absolutely spot on. Thank you very much, Linda. Appreciate it. It was lovely to see you yesterday as well. Simon Shears this afternoon. How you doing, bud? Is that the biggest koi in the pond? Yeah, mate, it is. Unfortunately so. And I only, hopefully, I'm saying only hopefully, until next season. If I can get on that Sakai Akari, I want to, oh, like I said, it's a few to go. My dad's ready and he's good to go. I just said once I got these weekends out of the way and got Daz's event and everything done and sorted, then I'd bring them round and get them bagged up for him. I know everybody's scraping clean. Jeff's fish was scraped yesterday and checked yesterday, nothing on that. It had been in a treatment, so all the fish that Jeff gave to Daz, he treated his pond regardless anyway before he sent those fish over to Daz to make sure that there was no problems. So I know all these fish are clean, I know they're all tidy. I trust Jeff. I mean, at the end of the day, he's one of my best mates, so I ain't got a problem with taking a fish off of him. He's never had no bother with it. But I believe Jeff's had that fish for just over 12 months. And in the 12 months, it was 30 to 35 cm when he got it. And now it's 49. So it's just over 49, but we'll call it 49, just shy of 50 cm. But yeah, biggest fishing pond now. But I'm hoping that when we get rid of some of these other crappy ones, some of the little ones going to my dad's, then I'm hoping that when we get on the Sakai Akari, we can get some growth into them and start seeing some of these fish that I do prefer and get some size on and grow. But yeah, mate, in comparison to yours, I think mine would all be like Scooby snacks to most of yours, mate. But yeah, that's the biggest one for now. We've got Will's Guy says afternoon all. Progressive pond keeping. Mate, you need to get on. Get on. Bring on. Get on your camera and come on live and show us that new setup that you've got going on. Chris from ANC wants to join you live today. I hope he does, mate. He did say that well, he did say I will come on, but I don't know whether or not he will. But I'd appreciate it if it does. Gaz, your pond looks massive compared to how I remember your original one. It is, Phil. It's nearly double its size. It's 17 foot long, 1.6 meters wide, by probably now about 750 mil deep, seeing as though it's overflowing. Steve G says, How can I send you over a short video of mine, guys? You can't, mate. The only way you can do it, bud, is to come on, click on the camera, click on the link at the top of your chat that you can see there. You'll see there's a little link. It's fully explained everything you need to do. You install, you go into the StreamYard backstream as a guest. You give it activation for your microphone and your camera off your mobile phone, and away you go, mate. You just point and show, then that's it. I will then bring you in as a guest and you can come on and showcase it. Unfortunately, you can't bring anything onto here to show me or forward or send me while I'm live, but it'd be cool if you could. Leon, you're the one with the filter house. Yeah, come on, both of you should be on. Bubble and Finn says good afternoon all. Thank you very much for joining us, Vicky. Progressive Pond Keeping says you have a nice cabin. He does have a nice cabin. I would have thought that, to be fair, I would have thought that you would have put your filter house or your filter system in there, to be fair, just to give you somewhere nice and dry where you could be out of the crappy British weather that we have. Guys, get a little pump, says all that mess, mate. I could have kicked myself last night, honest to God. I thought, I mean, I'll show you. I mean, it's not far off. It's not far off going through. But if you look, literally, don't go through. So the ways I've taken it in and out before was like that. So I thought if I just got it on a bit of an angle, and obviously did that, and it just pissed out all over the floor everywhere. Before I knew it, I was soaking wet through, and my boots were wet, floor were wet. Sorry, wrecking joint. My boots were wet, floor wet, and now it's absolutely sodden. I just said to our lass, I'm going to put heater in shed to drive carpet out in shed. She went, chuffing not. It's just a carpet. At the end of the day, just take the carpet out and replace it. It's only a shitty piece of carpet. So she thinks I'm Rockefeller because I said I was going to bring electric heater out and dry shed out. Fenland lass says, afternoon, Vicky. Steve G from Gumbacoy says, Steve G, join and show you us live, bud. That's it. That's the way to do it. I hate it when this does that. I've just gone up by 600 comments by the look of it. It's live from the filter house. How's it going, guys? From Johnny. Very well, mate. Hope you are. I don't mind. I have got no problem with anybody coming on and showcasing the pond. That's what this is about, so that people can see just what everybody else has got, and then see just how they're faring within the koi community and sharing what they've got, what ideas, filter systems, things that people might have made themselves, gives people's ideas and inspires them to do stuff and more further creations on their own pond. So I definitely don't mind anybody coming on. Paul Butter says, hi guys, hope having a good weekend so far. Sure am, mate. Hope you are too, bud. Simon Podis says, good afternoon all. How's it going? Very well, thank you, Simon. Hope you are. ANC says, yours is new. Everyone's seen that. Yeah, I'm mine, because he's banging his videos out. But yeah, you never know, mate. This is share your pond, share your filter, share your filter house and everything. You never know. There might be people that aren't subscribed to you, that are following me, that aren't following you, that might start following you. So at the end of the day, you might end up getting a few more subs out of it. I very much doubt it, but you never know. Cabby says, hi all, hope you are all well. And same to yourself. Show us your filters live. I'm sure we'll all enjoy it. I think they've been in there plenty of times. There's plenty of videos of my filter system. Everybody knows what it's like, unless you're talking to ANC there. And ANC says you've done one video there, Leon. Temps the same as mine, mate, and you're a lot further north. Yeah, it actually has come quite a bit warmer this last couple of days. How many gallons am I running in my pond? Don't know in gallons, mate. It's 5,000 litres. 5,000 litres, almost to the, well, it's actually 4,980 something or something like that when we worked it out exactly. But you know, what's a couple of buckets worth to someone? I'm classing it as 5,000 with the filter system. The Ginger Gamer, afternoon all. Had fun today getting in the pond. Oh, god damn, I bet that was cold. And drying off algae. Sorry, cleaning off dying algae out of the pump. All good otherwise. Gaz, we bowled up Doris and cue ball Kahaku, the beast. She was 52 centimetres. God damn, man, that fish, you would have thought that. I would have said 70, 80 cm for that, the profile of that fish. I would not have thought it would have been 52. It looks way, way bigger than that. It's a nice fish though, that's one stunning fish. Simon Shears says, I'm at 22C. Just bear with me 1 second, Simon. I'm at 22C, coming down slowly. Might take it to 12 or maybe at 18 degrees C. I'll just keep it at 18. 22 degrees, man. I don't even think my pond saw 22 degrees this summer. And that's no lie. I think the highest it got were about 20, 21. It's been crap. The Ginger Pond Keeper says, afternoon all. Oh, just read that one out. My bad. Not now. When till we switch to JPD showroom? Is that any good, that stuff? Was it like for tannins and the rest of it? Waste. And Umbercoy's asking how you heated. Not now. Switched off the air source heat pump and had it set to 22 degrees. Johnny says I'd come on and show mine, but mine is. It don't mind. That's not what it's not. It's not what it's about, mate. Does this look like a show pond? No. It's not about whether or not your pond is absolutely built in, fantastic, all singing and dancing with everything that you can think of and cost you 60 grand. It can be an hole in the ground, it can be a pond liner, it can be a starter pond, whatever it is that you've got, mate. At the end of the day, you're enjoying the hobby, and it's not about showcasing the best pond. It's just about showing how you keep koi and how you're going about doing it. Bucket heater on a timer, 45 mins on, 2 hours off, and then stable at 22. Sweet. I thought I'd read that twice. I was going to say, it's all right. So you're classed as a ginger gamer then, right? That takes us into a different topic, ladies and gents, for a minute. What are you gaming on? Are you gaming on your PC, Xbox, PlayStation? What games are you into, mate? That sounds interesting. As well as, we've got a guest. Here's our Johnny. There we go.
Hi guys.
Let me spin this camera around and we can have a natter and a chat.
I hope it's not super loud.
Tell you what, this is hard. This is hard work doing it on your camera, on your mobile, as opposed to doing it from a PC. A lot bloody smaller screen to be navigating through.
It's the first time I've done it, so.
Right then. So,
how's everybody doing?
If you look at your screen now, on the front of your screen, you should have 3 little dots at the bottom that says more underneath it. If you click on that bit where it says more, then go into settings, then go to camera, and then you scroll down on your screen, you'll see it says front and rear. Stick it to your rear camera, mate, and then you'll be able to spin your phone and show us what you got going on with your temporary setup for now, mate, or whatever it is that you said you were going to be showing us.
Give me a second.
Yep, all you need to do now is move your fingers. There we go, sweet. Now, if you turn your phone and your hand the other way, so you've not got it up long ways, you've got it on. There we go. Now we get full screen. That's it. Sweet. Was until he pressed the button and left. This is belting. This is what I love about lives. They always go so well. hopefully, fingers crossed, it comes back in and we can pick up where we were. Simon Shee says, crap propylene titanium heater, I believe relay switch in the module is packed up. Shit. There we go, he's back.
Very button.
There you go, mate. All right, you clicked on the wrong one there, didn't you? Same process, set yourself set back up again and then you can talk us back through. Keep your phone the other way up in your hand. Always have your phone this way, because when you're that way, all we can see is a quarter of your pond. When you put your phone in the other way around on your hand now, we get to see the full width of your pond.
There we go. So,
That's it. There we go. But right, talk us through what you've got going on here. How long you had this pod up and running then?
pond has been up and running about 2.5 months.
Oh, 2.5 months, bloody hell.
It's been changed 3 times already. Obviously, you see the waterfall where it is.
Yeah.
That had a pond coming across to this post, and then to about this lily pad, and then back across to where this join is. At the end of the day, this is my mum's pond, really. I've done this for my mum.
Now then, that bear me in mind. Remind me of your mother's name again, bud.
Carol.
Carol. I was going to give you a little shout out and say thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it greatly. Apparently, she really enjoys the Thursday Night Lives and goes running to tell you and let you know when we're going live. So thank you very much, Carol.
Too much.
Great for you to join and tune in and watch us. Appreciate it.
So yeah, I did a rush. probably. So yeah, so what I did was I just made a small square pond, put a couple of fish in it, and she was happy with it. And then it was like, I don't know, about a week and a half later, like, stop big enough. So then I came across from here, out this way to there, and all the back. Yeah, it's still not big enough. So then we ended up making this for now. So, like I said, it's not best set up. Over in this corner, I've got basically this is a board with a liner over the top, gravel, and then plants sat in either corner.
So you got your plants growing in there, pulling your nitrates out.
Obviously, it's a plant lily. Everybody's got one of them, even though that's trashed at the minute because I've just took all leaves off that.
I got none left on mine. They've smashed all mine. They've eaten them half of them now. Mine have nearly all completely gone. There's just 2 leaves under water.
To be honest, that I struggle. It's got plenty of root, but no plant. That's roughly around about all I get with that. Kind of, I don't know what's going on with it, to be honest. I've changed stuff, chopped it down, put smaller pieces in, and it just produces a small amount. That's about it. No more, no less. So we got the waterfall. This is because in here right now I've got the only fish that are in here right now is fried. You can't really see them; they're hibernating, but they were in here at first. Then they decided to, because obviously it's a little bit easier to control them a bit. But they decided to take a nice water slide into the big pond instead. So the only thing
that big pond then.
Well, obviously last night when I got in from Gaz's toy farm, I actually put all the fish in this one, so then that way I could do a little video this morning, just like everybody else did in the chat.
Yeah.
And well, turns out that the Benny guy wanted to go for a slide as well as the 2 chocolate shags, and I don't know whatever else is in there right now. I know the what was the yellow one? The yellow one I bought yesterday, the scaled one.
Oh yeah, yes, the key. Oh god.
Not Kikisui. I can't remember what it was.
Me and Jeff are getting one from Rick at New Forest. And
Yeah. That one. That's still in there somewhere. He's been up there. Well, he's been up this morning, had some eat, so I know he's doing well. And the Gimme Shower has been up and had some food as well, so I know he's all right too. So, like I said, Benny Guy's enjoying swimming around with the other fry that's in the other pond as well, so, can't really grumble with that either. So, yeah, all in all, everything's good wise on them.
So, what you using filtration wise then?
All I'm using is that. Basically, all it is pipe comes through, obviously from bottom pond, straight into here to the bottom, and then all it is just jack matting at the bottom with, the plastic piping, cut plastic piping at the bottom. That's it. And then obviously I've got a bogged area here.
Filters down and through that, and then into the pool behind it to the
side. Into the bog filter, into here, which, if there is any big stuff that does skip through here, it just drops straight down. So this is more like, it was more made for the bigger stuff, if any's got through, But next year, this is all being ripped out, and I'll be coming out from this corner straight across, and that's going to be another big pond as well. Other than that, that's about it really for mine. Like I said, nothing special, nothing too crazy.
So you think, are you going to go with an L-shaped pond then, with the layout that you've got there garden wise?
Well, like I said, it's two separate ponds anyway. It's not, because it's split level, the way the level is here. But like that. So this basically is one pond, and that's another one. Yeah, so this one is obviously a single pond on its own because it's blocked off here with that one. So then it'll be just two separate ponds. All right, Gaz. Gaz even. Gaz. You have to change your name.
Yeah. You're right, mate.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. So, you tired? Or you're recovered a little bit?
Yeah. No, I'm still buzzing from yesterday.
Yeah, it was a good day. Great day. Yeah, great day.
Reception's terrible here.
It was even better watching Gaz trying to catch our chocolate chag in the polyton.
That thing were a little... I tell you what, mate, you're going to have to hope that fish grows quick, because you ain't going to catch the bugger in that pond, because it took some catching in that depth for Daz's, never mind yours. That was a nightmare. Yeah, it was as fast as hell, that little thing. For a what, maybe...
That was a nightmare.
10 cm little chag, it were a quick little bugger.
Yeah, it was. Especially with that little net, anyway. That was even more fun.
That's mastered it with a big net.
You won't make your life easy like yourself,
I like a challenge, though.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It's the first time I've ever seen a chocolate chag act like a tennis ball over a net underneath that pipe.
Jeff Lee says your pond waters looks very clear, which is pretty good, mate. There you go.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it is pretty clear. Yeah. But since I put them fish in there in top pond last night, obviously, like I said, because a lot of the crap settles in there, I think they've turned it over a bit and made it a bit cloudier.
Yeah.
Not only that, I've also been fishing around here with the leaves as well. So.
Yeah, I've just done mine, mate, before I went live. There absolutely must have been another 50 or 60 leaves on top of the surface of the pond when I first come out.
Like I said, look at the size of that bloody thing. You know what I mean?
No,
so.
Yeah, that's the thing. We need to go chop it. I think we should just chop them all down. All the trees all over the world. Get rid of them all. It's not like we need them, is it?
Hey, like I said, that's my Rottweiler's. That's my Rottweiler's nest size. They're staying there so they can keep them herrings away.
Yeah, they're all right, aren't they? The big crows or ravens are pretty damn good at keeping any other large birds away.
Anybody who owns a koi pond.
Yeah. We used to have a massive tree at the bottom of the garden. We used to nest in it every year. And every time a heron come over, they'd fly out and attack it. One year they bought one of the herons down. It got stuck in a tree. It ripped it to bits.
I'll be honest, mate. I think everybody that's got a koi pond should grow an acorn tree. Buy some crows and just put them in there.
An oak tree.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just have like 6 or 7 of them in there.
Yeah.
That's it. No nets needed. That's it. Pond that.
Get a drone like a crow.
I don't need that. I got chickens
around.
I'm gonna feed my fish again. Oh dear.
I'll be honest, mine haven't really been up today. Apart from them stuff from Daz's yesterday, the others just haven't really been bothered. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty clear. There's all this rain as well is just turfing shit around as well all the time. So because the way that I've
what's the plant at the bottom, Johnny? Is that watercress?
What? This end?
The bit that goes across. Yeah.
Oh, this here.
Yeah.
It's just plastic. Just plastic planting. Because I was thinking of hiding the plastic with it. You know, just so it wasn't all liner like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty crap to be honest. It doesn't do the job well enough.
looks effective from here.
I think if I remember rightly, I think I got it from B&M, I think it was. It was about like 20, 25 quid a pack. Like 8 pieces on it. Proper budget. But end of the day, I'm new to it all, aren't I? So, yeah. I don't think I've done too bad considering I'm a newbie.
No, it looks smashing.
My pond one day.
Have you got a vegetable truck on there?
There you go, see. Ginger pond keepers saying the same thing. When the crows nest near me, they chase away the heron. When they've got eggs, that's sorry. But when they've not got eggs or young, they don't seem as bothered.
Yeah.
I don't know. Twice now. Twice now the heron's been over here, and twice and chased them off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got those.
Afternoon, George. Peter says, has your pond overflowed with all the rain we've been having, dropping the level according to the rainfall? Mate, my pond, I've been coming out and dropping levels in my pond every 2 or 3 days, mate. Yeah. I've been dropping out 300 litres every couple of days. It's proper overflowed, mate. But partial water change. But what I did notice, it also did lower the pH in my pond too. So I had to buy carb up again. Not yesterday, Friday, when it does. Got it done Friday night. Yeah. pH had dropped down to 3 from 8, and my pH had gone down from 8 to 7.4. So I buffered it back up again. So everything's good. But I will say this though, my pond is, I love this time of year. Pond is absolutely spotless. It's crystal clear. Everything else, all the rest of the parameters cock on though, never mind. All looking good so far.
Main thing that's bugging me
is the ponds as well.
Main thing that's bugging me at the minute is the water. All the rain. Overflowing all the time.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, mate, isn't it?
Well,
don't mind me, guys. I'm just keeping throwing another. I'm gonna beat Jeff Lee's. I'm gonna see if I can get this Kahaku even bigger. Just keep throwing a couple more kgs on it.
That's up to the top again, and I literally emptied that out Thursday. I think it was.
How do you drop your level? See, for me, I do need to drop mine. So all I'm going to be doing right now is just pull that lever, and I'm going to drop drop 100 litres out of pond because mine is overflowing at present. So as you see there now, look, my ponds are going to stop flowing out. That one will switch off while that barrel empties out.
Well, that's something I've still got to figure out. Like so, because all I do right now is I just get that pipe with a drain pipe, tip red. That's it.
But you could just use a siphon effect, couldn't you? Put a pipe in, siphon it straight out, and let it overflow it out straight down the drain if you've got one close by to it.
Yeah.
Well, that water tub that I use as my filter, that's a 50-gallon tub, that is. So really, what I tend to do is I try and hold out as much as possible until the filter change. Then I've got a 1,000-watt pump. 1,000-litre pump that I stick in the bottom, straight to grid, clean the filter out, and then usually the amount of water it takes to fill it back up again usually drops it off enough. So then I'm not wasting water either.
I can't believe how much rain we've actually had over these last few weeks. It's rained nearly every day here for the last 5 weeks running. Every day.
The trouble is, though, the ground's that wet that every little bit of rain it causes instant flooding, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, mate. Remember, my garden's absolutely sodden, does. It's soaking wet through.
What I will say though is, since I've put that bog filter in, and since I've got this plant in and that plant in, the amount of difference it makes, it's sort of like, it seems like it polishes the water.
Well, they do, mate. They do, but what you got to remember that you also do get a build-up of detritus in there. So every now and again, you will have to go through that bog filter and give it a good clean, because to set up a proper natural bog filter, you need to have your filter twice the volume of your pond. For it to naturally break it all down and for the plants to absorb everything that's there, for it to not be an issue and for it to not cause problems with a build-up of detritus in there. And then you get all nasty bacteria and crap and then end up with those problems in your pond. So
as I was saying before,
give it a good clean out.
Well, as I was saying before, at first there was only a small pond on this side. So really, this was, because it's, what's that? This has got 5 bags of gravel in there. I know it doesn't look much, but there's like 5 bags of gravel in there. I think it's around about 4, maybe 5 inches of gravel. But what I've done underneath the gravel as well is I've actually put down it's like plastic, like kids' tennis rackets, the plastic ones.
Yeah.
It's got like that, and what happens is, as the flow is going down, it catches the crap in them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying to you. You don't want it to catch it in there. You want the crap out.
No. But I clean this out every 2, maybe 3 weeks, something like that.
As long as you're maintaining that and maintaining it regular, but you'll never have a problem with them. A bog filter's good as long as you keep up to them. If some people
like
believe
I said,
that you can leave a bog filter for 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and then eventually they all start wondering, well, why the hell's all my fish dying off?
Yeah.
Well, see, I've had a bog filter before, and it does make a difference having one.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, obviously now that the bottom pond's bigger, this one's going into another pond, full pond itself. And I'm actually going to make myself a little shed just here for the filter and everything. So I'll actually have a filter house myself. So
So you can get in and
But
out of the miserable weather then, mate, when it's time to do it. That's the main reason why I did mine and put everything inside, because I was sick of getting this wet through.
It's not going to be a big shed. It's just because the bedroom windows there as well, so it's only going to be a bit like a tool shed, just big enough for filter going.
Yeah.
So, truth be told, then, Johnny, who's got the bug more than who? You or your mum?
Definitely me, but I think my mum is definitely catching up. I think, to be
Nothing wrong with
honest,
that.
I think if she had the garden, mate, especially like Jazzy's, it'd probably more like a water park than would a fucking garden. So I think she's getting it.
Once you start getting into it, that's it. I think you end up, pardon the pun, but you end up getting hooked by it, don't you? And you progress and progress and progress, and before you know it, if you'd have spent that money on the first pond, you would have saved yourself an absolute fortune. But
Einstein, wonderful thing.
it certainly is.
Well, it's like me personally. I prefer cold water ponds myself.
Yeah.
I think they're a little bit easier to manage compared to heating. Now, I know people are probably going to crucify me for it and everything, but I don't know. I wouldn't say I've ever had any problems regarding diseases or anything like that. Regarding cold water. But doesn't it make you wonder, though, whether the heat actually brings on these diseases a little bit more?
Yeah,
or not?
it can
In some aspects. I'm not saying every aspect, but
work.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna sing from the same, and not blowing wind up anybody's backside, but I'm gonna sing from his in book and say a lot of people make koi keeping way more complicated than what it needs to be. A hell of a lot more complicated. Yeah. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that keep saying the same thing. They don't need all this that everybody says they need. Yeah. Koi keeping, fish keeping is as simple and as difficult as you would make it to be. But that said, doesn't mean that you shouldn't or don't have to give them a more complex system. If you want to, if that's what you're into and that's what you want to do, there ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to provide your fish with a Rolls Royce of a pond, fantastic, brilliant. Lucky for you and your fish. But
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying.
And if you get them right, you're never going to have any trouble, ever.
Well, at the end of the day, I haven't got no room to talk about what's right, what's wrong anyway, purely because I'm still a beginner of what's going on and what's right, what's not.
I am, man.
But for me personally, I think it, in my view, the more natural a pond is, the better the fish's life are going to be, really, I think.
Not wrong with that, mate. I'd agree with you. Nature does a fine job.
Like I said, a lot of people have probably crucified me for it, but
no, I don't think so, mate. At the end of the day, Mother Nature does a fine job. It's only when man starts getting involved that we dick it up and cause problems. If we left things be and let it do it the way it should do it, she's been doing a marvellous job for billions of years. Yeah. Why change it, mate?
Well, the way I see it is, we've got natural rivers that aren't warmed, so and the fish seem to survive and grow perfectly fine in them. So
the main growth.
Say again, Dad, you broke up.
The main difference is growth.
Yeah, growth. Main difference is growth.
Yeah, growth.
You get a hell of a lot more growth. But then, again, what you got to remember is with a hell of a lot more growth and a hell of a lot more heat, lessen the lifespan.
this is going back to the heat and the like the disease and stuff. Do you reckon it's more brought on by stress with the heat though? If the heat's been on them too long?
No, diseases and infections and all the rest of alike aren't necessarily brought on by heat.
Oh no. I mean stressing the fish with the heat. Because if you're let's say you're out on holiday for 9 months of the year, and it's 120 degrees out, for instance, you're going to get fed up of it being 120 degrees, isn't it?
Well, think of it this way then. If I play devil's advocate and throw it the other way around. Winter period, you're down at 4 and 5 to 6 degrees. Where do you fish? Dormant on the bottom with a lowered immune system. In the summer months, when your pond's at 21 to 26 to 28 degrees, where are your fish then? Feeding like crazy, growing like crazy, living the best life. So no, I would say more than likely the fish would be far better off at those temperatures throughout consistently than being cold. Cold all the time.
When you put it that way, it makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a firm believer that fish naturally need to go into the cycle.
It's the Goldilocks plateau area, isn't it? Between, is it 21 to 26, 30 degrees and above, you think?
Yeah, then they're going to start having problems, aren't they?
I mean, that.
Yeah. Like I said, it's all good to me, isn't it, as well? So, it's stuff you learn or stuff people teach you,
There you go. Coil off the heat, just not too hot. That's exactly what Daz was just saying then, but he did break up a little bit. There's that window in there. There's that window of where it's from like 21, 26, 28, and that's where they're smashing the food and they're loving it, they're growing like hell, they're getting some size on them. But then when you start going the other way, going above 36s and 40s, then your fish can end up in a heap load of shit. But that's why you need a shaded area and places where they can go to get out of sun, or adding something into the pond to take away that heat. Yeah. Giving them a shaded area.
Lots more oxygen.
Yeah, lots more oxygen, yeah. I still have 10 degrees off. We're still running.
This is all being changed next year. Anyway, I'm gonna, like I said, put a pergola over the top because, well, what since I've been studying, and I've already fished the load out already. Before that.
I've got oat leaves dropping on pond now as we speak, mate. Same thing. I just pulled 2 off, and there's another one just landed on there.
But not only that,
that's what we get. I'd rather that though. I'd rather have the leaves dropping on my pond now at this time of year than what we're going to get. What's up and coming? It's the next 2 to 3 months. That's the worst crap for us when we start going into winter, pushing up till March before the koi season starts to kick into spring and everything starts going again.
Yeah.
It's this period that we've got now where you got to come out here, still got to do what you've got to do, but it's not as enjoyable, and you don't
miserable
get
is
the
the word.
interaction from your
Miserable.
fish.
Yeah,
it is miserable,
yeah,
but
miserable.
you don't get the interaction from your fish the same either, do you? They're all grouped up down on bottom, gone into torpor, sat there waiting for the spring months to come round. But while they're all down there doing what they're doing, that's when all the colour on the bodies is restoring and filling back in again, where they're not expelling as much energy.
Yeah.
Putting all that growth back to patching back up and colouring themselves back in.
Yeah.
Well, very surprised me. I thought we might have had a couple more people. Oh, there we go. See you later, Johnny. Ginger Pond Keeper says, I think the range of temps through the year, avoiding extremes and sudden changes is beneficial on overall health, although not necessarily maximum growth. I'd agree with that, mate. 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's a cycle that they've got to go through, and that's really what they need, personally. I don't think it does them any good sticking on heat 24/7 at 24 degrees throughout their entire lifetime. Oh yeah, you get some big fish out of it, but yeah, it's not natural, is it? But that's the best bit about it, is what we all do something different, don't we?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I went back too far.
I agree with that, Phil. We are, certainly are. I'm yet to see A&C koi though. My challenge for A&C koi is go out there and buy yourself a 10 cm fish and get that 10 cm fish to 80 cm. Then I'll be impressed. When you go out, you buy some big fish already. You don't buy tiddlers, do you? You buy decent sized fish, but you get into some really good growth as well. But the fish that you have got are banging, all on it. And the pond, I do love it, man. It's mint.
The shows you bought were modest size, but they weren't monsters, were they?
Say again, Dad.
Say that the showers that A&C bought that they put on the appreciation, they weren't monsters.
No, I'm not meaning monsters.
They're getting up to a good size.
Well, my question is, A&C, have you bought a fish below? I know you did with Adam Byers' Grow On. You got you got 226 cm this year. Sweet. That'd be interesting to see the progression of them, mate. That'd be cool. Get them and see what they are come next year. If they're pushing 40, then you're definitely doing it right. Not claiming I am. I'm not meaning anything. I can't grow fish for shit. My pockets aren't deep enough to buy them exactly all I need. Went to 38.
We've got to move down now.
That's good growth.
Yeah.
That is good growth.
That's really good.
That's nearly as good as Jeff Lee's. What happened? All right then, what happened with the kahaku? Because I know you weren't particularly happy with the kahaku that you gave to Chris Carey's young lad. That one didn't grow so much, did it? Was that just a no grower? Has it grown now, or has it remained a smaller fish bud? Elizabeth R says, good morning from across the pond in Virginia. Thank you very much for joining us, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. Come on then. Who wants to shoot Elizabeth? Click on that link. It just didn't grow, still small. Oh, there you go then. Adam Byers' dodgy fish. He sold you a dodgy one, didn't he? I'm only joking, Adam. Not that you're watching. Well, at least that's not just you then, mate. If it's gone elsewhere and that fish didn't grow, then it's still not grown 12 months since. Yeah, it's on the fish then, isn't it? It's definitely the bloodline of that particular one.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, do you fancy clicking on the link in the chat and showcasing your pond with us? This is a little bit of a new live we started doing where we get you, the public, to show us your ponds and show us what you've got on yourselves and how you run your pond and your system and how you keep them. We really would be interested for somebody across the seas to show us what they've got and what they've got going on.
Yeah, they definitely don't need it either.
Next year, more food, what those show her to be at 50 cm. Sweet, fingers crossed. See, these people that use these netted shields to protect the ponds, they're not true koi keepers. You should be out here in all elements with your net, battling the leaves.
Yeah, in your best.
Waiting for them to drop, and when they do drop, running out there with your net and challenging them again. Get out my pond.
Yeah, but you're not a proper koi keeper though, unless you're in the best shorts with wellies.
Now you're good. I think I'll stay with my puffer jacket and my tracky bottoms and my warm boots and say I'm nice and warm.
Yeah.
A ginger pond keeper says I'm definitely not a true koi keeper. You're not, because you don't keep koi, mate. You never fancied putting any koi in with the carp then? Because I know yours are all mirrorcat, rudd, and a few other natural fish, aren't you? So it's UK natural river fish or pond fish.
Well, I suppose koi still come from river fish anyway, didn't they? So,
I think ginger needs some nice.
in so many aspects.
Say again, Daz, you're in a real crap area for a signal there, buddy. You're getting like every other word.
I think ginger needs common carp. I think the ginger pond keeper needs some common carp.
Oh yeah, now then, there's an idea. Seriously, the ginger pond keeper. If you're interested in 2 really nice common carp, and they are banging fish, they are beauties, proper full lovely scales, absolutely crackers, mate. Let us know, bud, because I'm going to be truthful, right? I spotted these 2 little carp and I thought, the true angler in me thought, I can't get rid of them. So when Daz's back were turned, I threw them in the pond. Confessions of a koi keeper. And they were only about this big. We netted them out yesterday and they're like that.
Yeah, they were pretty chunky fish.
And I tell you what, Daz, I'm more than happy to keep one of them. If the ginger pond keeper's not interested, I will bring one of those commons and put it in my pond. Because they were good, man. They were nice.
I don't know, guys. That ghost carp would look all right in your pond.
To be fair, I don't know what Daz's plans is for the ghost carp. I don't know if he's keeping it for a Halloween event or what, but...
No. No, not really.
Embrace the cold and roll up your trousers. Like shite, man. Stop that embracing any cold. You get cold, you're cold all day, aren't you?
I'm storing my colour. Apparently that's what you do. Stay deep and restore your colour.
There we go. Daz, he says, I've got one on order from VS Fisheries, otherwise I would. All ponds should have one, Gaz. You should keep it. Daz, you should keep one, and I will keep the other then. How about that?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's 2. I don't think I caught the biggest one out of the 2 yesterday. I think I caught the smaller of the 2. So there's one that's at least 16 inch.
There was one definitely in there bigger.
Yeah, there was, yeah. But the belting. You're going to be disappointed, Ginger Pond Keeper, that you turned it down, mate. I'm telling you, when you see him in my pond come the next ball up, you'll be like, bastard, wish I'd had that. The mint, they're absolutely scale perfect, mate. I mean...
How old are them fish? They only look about a year old, in fact.
They're not even a year old.
No, the young fish.
How old? When did we do the mirrorcat spawn? That was this year. Oh no, it was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so they've just come to a year old, then, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're just toast. Well, yeah, not toast because they're not. But yeah, they're just a year old.
Because that one you had in the net yesterday, that was getting on for around about 3.5, 4 pounds, I'd say.
The chag or the big chag that Vicky got.
No, the common that you got out.
Oh, the common.
Well, you didn't actually catch it, did you? You caught it in the net and it like went.
Yeah. Yeah, we did get to see both of them, but I didn't get it out like I did the other to have it in my hand. The other one was about this big, the other one's about that big, I would say. So it's like that fisherman's tail, it were about this big.
Yeah. The one-armed fisherman.
I caught a fish today and it was this big. Belted. The ginger pond keeper is just said as well, he's got all his nets up and everything because he's got the same. He's got your sycamore trees that you've got all the way around your pond. So he's all netted over to prevent them all from dropping in pond, or otherwise we might have got somebody else to come on and showcases. The ginger pond keeper should come and join us on a Thursday Night Live, mate. You are welcome any Thursday Night Live to come on and have a natter and a chat with us. It'd be great to listen to you and have a chat with you about your ponds and everything you've got. I know I've probably invited you before, mate, and you said if you ever get time and you're not too busy, you would be happy to join us. feel free, mate. Anytime you want to come on and join us and stick yourself in and have a natter and have a chat with Rick. I mean, Rick knows a lot about your mirror carp and everything that he breeds and he has for his stock lake down there. So you could badger him for some information about him, mate, and he'll be able to help you out a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
All right then. Have we got anybody else out there that would like to come on? 37 of you, and all 37 of you are koi enthusiasts. That's 37 ponds that we should be looking at. Well, 36 if we take, 35 if we take Daz off. 30, yeah, I'm not watching. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. 35 of you out there with ponds for us to have a look at. As this could get rather boring just looking at the inside of my filter shed. Tell you what, Daz. I was rather surprised last night when I saw the well, compared to some of them fish that you've got, mine's a tadpole like, but Jeff's fish is looking rather good. Goddamn leaves all over my pond again. I'll spin this round so we can let you have a quick look at it. It is coming down there now. There's a new one. This is, well, look at the state of my garden. That's just pure squid.
You might have to make that. You might have to make that air slight side a bit bigger, guys.
Yeah, well, our lass keeps threatening me we should just turn it into a patio, then we wouldn't have to worry about the grass getting all crappened up and shitting up like. So she'll
Bigger
probably
pond.
win that argument. She'll probably. Now the windows open. Shut up, you get me shot.
Yeah,
She'll be taking
just
sniper
say it.
shots at the front bedroom.
But the question is, though, Gaz, did she say you're not having a bigger pond?
I know which side my bread's buttered, bud.
But the thing is, though, did she say anything about it being deeper?
I could have gone deeper, which is me and Dad couldn't be asked because that ground.
No.
I'm telling you what, mate. I've dug a fair few holes before, but that ground's hard, and it does. Even
It's
the
hostile,
pecker, even that pecker was struggling to get. It's not so much that it's hard ground; it's the amount of stones that's compact into it. They backfilled my garden just with shit everywhere. I mean, we pulled out a tank turret out of here and all sorts, man. I don't like it, and I'm not. There's no way I am putting astroturf in my garden so that I have to come outside. Where's it from? The kahaku is from Yoshikigoi. It's a Polish one. That's my second Polish fish in the pond. And it's got some decent growth on it though. In 12 months that Jeff's had it, from 35 cm to 49 cm in 12 months that he's had it. And as Jeff said, and I've said, if Vicky ever wants a kahaku, a female kahaku to spawn with, then there's one here in pond that she can make use of. But as she said and Jeff said, it's nice that he's got a kahaku back. Well, it's bigger than what I had that I lost from our Brandon, but it's a little bit more ready back in pond and a little bit more colour. It would have been really nice if it broke and made a two-step, but never will. But it's got a nice pattern. It's not too bad. It's a nice fish. It's got good body, good size, good pecs, big, decent-sized tail. They'll do some more growing yet, for sure. It's only, I believe, it's only Yonsai, so it's only 3-year-old. But yeah, she is a Yoshikigoi, along with the other one in here that's from Yoshikigoi as well, which is this one just down here. Elizabeth R says she's just subscribed to the Ginger Pond Keeper. Yeah, he's got a wicked pond. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Red achiever. Yeah, it's a red achiever, mate.
It does look a lot more. It does look more proportioned better, though, guys.
Yeah, it does
Your
now.
pond.
It's way better than what it was, mate. I mean, I can actually stand on that back step now with a handful of food and launch it in the pond from the back door if it's you know, I can just about hit it. And any that I don't get, the little magpie comes around there and picks them all up afterwards. There's a gang
I'm
of them.
surprised
I've got a
that-
gang of 14 magpies that live around here. They're right savage little shits.
I'm surprised you don't have cats sitting on your fence.
Oh, mate, that's what the pieces of slate are for. They make nice cat deterrents, especially when you wang them at high speed.
Get a fishing catapult out.
He looks amazing in that pond. Yeah, well, like I said, though, Vic, if you ever do want a female for spawning with, I'm more than happy to bring her over if she gets there. Well, saying that now, I might have the opportunity of something to spawn in here with. I'll get a spawn going myself now with a decent sized pond. That'll mean another one that'll be.
What would you spawn that with, though, guys?
I tell you what, I would spawn it with. If I did, I'd put it with the male Benny Ginger. Because I've got the male, the big chag and the Benny Ginger are both male. So
Right.
if I were going to do a spawn with it, I would put it with the Benny Ginger, and that should produce more Benny Gingers, I believe.
Yeah.
That part sort of confuses me on what you should be spawning with what sort of thing.
Yeah, it don't always work as you think it would work.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Not at all, no.
You end up with shitloads of Shuramujis no matter what you breed. Shuramujis, squash tomatoes, no matter what you breed,
Sometimes.
you get some of them. Marek says, good afternoon. Just rolled out the social club. Glad to be out. To be out, honest. Way too hot in there.
Oh. I've got to clean this filter, but I really can't be bothered right now. Pissing down.
Fanfret Steve says, afternoon all. Bit late getting here. Thanks for joining us, mate. You won't be wasting food when it's Sakai Karigas. Oh, you're right, mate. I probably won't. I'll be making sure every single pellet hits the water, bud.
I was going to say one pellet a day, innit?
I was blown away with that one though last night. Sakai Akari being sold on at B&Q.
B&Q, yeah. You know what? When it was said last night, I was like, nah, you gotta be having a laugh.
Straight up, mate. I thought everybody were taking piss. I really did. I thought, no way. B&Q started selling fish food. But
Yeah, 200 quid for a bag of 15 kilograms, should I say.
It ain't cheap stuff, but I tell you what, everybody that I've seen using it has had massive growth on it. Massive growth.
I can't really say anything now. Really,
I'm assuming he's got a whole bunch of birds or something flying over him, or a squeaky wheel on a wheelbarrow.
No, he's flying over me.
Sounds like a
I don't know where they are. I can hear them, I can't see them. Oh, there they are.
bloody hell. Run for cover.
Can you see them?
I put a shot out a couple of days ago. I was on site and there must have been about 700 or 800 of them flew over the top of me. That was mad.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I've never seen so many geese as that, guys.
Yeah,
we've actually, over here, we've actually got a massive lake Literally, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk from here. And they're always on there. Always.
Ginger
They're
Pond Keeper
always
says
on there.
his cat's nicked about 250 grams of his Sakai Akari. Luckily, one of them Ernie's keeps scaring the heaven. But did the cat grow? Did you get good growth on the cat?
Could you imagine fucking having to feed that cat? You need a mortgage, keep it going.
AC says that you do get a bit of tannins from it. Well, it can't be no worse than Japan mix, mate. That stuff I might as well just have 12 a box of bloody tea bags in filter system with the amount of tannins you get out of that stuff. Just like, well, it is cotton, so at the end of the day, it just does exactly the same. Well, all I shall say this week, guys, is I'm a little. I would have been a little bit more happier if we'd have had a few more people come on and show us the pond, but it is what it is. Spin this camera back round. He says.
Well, it's all right, mate. At least I'll give everybody a laugh with my pond.
It's not the weather for pond showing.
Yeah, no, there's only some of us that are true diehard pond keepers, does.
Yeah, sure.
No growth, but it's Benny improved. He's got a brilliantly bright red cat. Was it a ginger Tom by any chance?
Fluorescent red.
What temperature do you guys stop feeding your koi? I stopped feeding my koi when my koi stopped asking for food.
Yeah, me the same. If they don't come
That's
up
how I do it.
begging for it, then they don't get it.
I know there's a lot of people, a lot of different opinions out there, but I truly do believe that my telling what I do is about how I do it, and it's not for everybody. And I'm not saying everybody else should, but when you know you fish and you're out with your fish, if I go out and stand there right on the edge of that pond now, I can guarantee you my fish will come back over to me. They've already had 5 handfuls of food while I've been doing this live, and they're still cruising around looking for more. So while they're asking for food and we're above 10 degrees, I'm going to keep feeding them. I was feeding them 2 or 3 days ago at 8.4 degrees and they were still asking for it. So they're going to keep getting it.
Yeah.
My pond is covered now, so nothing to show. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Do you heat? Steve? Is your pond heated? And there you go. If they're moving and feeding, that's it, mate. They're a long time sat still. So while they're about and they're active and they're searching for food, I agree, man. Keep giving it them.
Yeah.
Maybe lower the protein levels. Yes, fair enough. Maybe switch to wheat germ, the non-natural food that they're not really supposed to eat. But yeah, and that's not me saying that. That's somebody that's like Rick from New Forest Koi. There's nothing natural about wheat germ. It wouldn't be found in a koi's natural diet. So yeah, I don't personally believe that wheat germ's needed either. I feed the same food all year round. I don't switch through it. I don't buy into the marketing bullshit that people try to force down your neck to say, buy this season, buy that season, buy that season. I think it's a crock of horse shit.
Yeah.
I've never had any trouble. They still keep coming up. They still keep feeding. They still keep getting another handful.
Yeah.
Other people's opinions may vary. They may think that you need to do it, and it's each to their own. That's the beauty of koi keeping. I've never lost any fish from doing what I'm doing. So, whatever I'm doing, I'll continue. But look, as you just saw with them, throw another 3 handfuls on. Look, straight up, they're all back there, and they're back there eating it. So if they didn't want it, they won't be there eating it.
Yeah.
This is what I've been using, Gaz.
Yeah, that's the Sakai. That's the cheaper, made by the same company, a cheaper brand of Sakai.
Well, like I said, I was using the I think it's the staple one from Ricky's Koi Farm, I think. The Vitality. I was using that one. They love it. Obviously, only problem is it tends to like to turn your water a bit of a tingy brown.
Yeah.
You know, if it's left out that little bit too long. And obviously these aren't massive fish anyway, so it's not like they mop it up quick.
Yeah. It's like saying there's just been agreed with by NC. It's Hikari, but it's not Sakai Hikari. It's like it's made by the same company. It's just a cheaper version. So more of a budget friendly.
Budget, yeah.
Same stuff but different.
Because I think that's.
So right, I've just got a quick question for Fanfret Steve. You say you've sent me. I've never heated, still feeding. I sent you a couple of pics on Facebook. Right. My question for you then is: you're covered up and your pond's covered. I'm at 10.4 degrees, and I can show you right here. It says it right there, 10.4 degrees in my pond. I'm not covered. What's your temperatures right now? Have you any idea what your temps are at? Elizabeth says, great answer. That seasonal koi food theory drives me bonkers. Yeah, I think it's a lot of shit. But a lot of people will agree. But then again, each to their own. Everybody has their own opinion. Let me know, Steve, what's your pond temperatures at? My theory is I want to debunk this theory. I would love to do it. Sweet Koi in the farm. She is at present. She has made a bit of a framework over her pond, and she's taking temperatures from the ambient temperature inside the polytunnel effect she's created. 12 degrees in London. Right, well, there you go. 10 degrees, and I live in Huddersfield, mate. Way colder up here than what it is normally by you. You're normally always a couple of degrees over than us. So my theory is pretty much proven there. You've got sheets or covers over your pond that are doing nothing. 10.4. That's 1.8 degrees difference with 500 miles between me and you. Far colder up here than it is down by you, but my pond's still holding temps. 10 degrees for Essex, not covered. So what are you gaining from it? You're getting 2 degrees difference, but putting your fish into not so much darkness, but covered up for 4 months of the year for what? You could still be enjoying them, mate. You could still be watching them feed. You could still be feeding them. Well, I guess you probably are still feeding them, but you can still be watching them and enjoying them. Unless you actually build some form of a structure over there, top of it, of a decent size, and if that's what you have, then cool. But straight polycarb over top of your pond, unless you're heated, don't do a great deal. If you're heated, then you're going to be keeping that heated. I can totally understand that. That is a total different kettle of fish. But unheated, polycarbs over a pond, in my opinion, is completely pointless. I'm up northeast, near Middlesbrough, undercover, 12 degrees C. 2 degrees? Well, 1.8 degrees. 10.4. So you're 1.6 degrees higher than me being uncovered, and my fish is still active and feeding. What are your fish doing? Are they active, or are they down at bottom? Are they gone down? Are they what they like? How are they behaving now they're covered up? These are questions, guys. This is me asking you guys what difference it makes for you and why you choose to do what you do. Not so I can debunk it in any way. It's so that I can understand what difference it makes for you, what difference it makes for your fish. Feeding twice a day, that's the first lot of feed that they've had all day that I've been doing this live, but they've had a couple of feeds now, but that'll be all they'll get today. Just, I find it interesting. I find this topic interesting that it's why a lot of people do the things they do.
Do you reckon though, guys, that pond temperature is determined by one, where your pond is, like it setting garden or whatever, and how your pond is? Like, look, because
Well, I do
a lot of
believe
people.
in-ground ponds keep a lot more temperature than what you would if you'd got a raised pond. But this gentleman has said there he's got a 300 mil above the pond apex roof up to about 450. So you've built like a little greenhouse over top, which is exactly what Rick advised people should do if they want to get the benefit from covering. That's it, mate. It's interesting to know what people have done and how they're doing it. But I think if you've got a raised pond, you lose far more to the wind chill than what you do on a pond that's in ground. My opinion, anyway. Marek's still feeding 4 times a day, and you're heated as well, though, mate, aren't you, I believe? .6 here. The air temp max is 13 in the day, 4 at night, covered by leaf netting, which does nothing for heat. We've got 12.1 degrees outside. 40. It's 15 degrees inside this filter house. So that's even with door open.
You know what I really want to try, to be honest with you, guys? Obviously, how I've got the 2 ponds separate is do one heated and one cold, and see, sort of test the difference between the two.
Oh, mate, massive difference. Massive difference. The growth on your heated, mate, it'll be through the roof in comparison.
Oh no! I don't mean growth. I don't mean growth. I mean like how much cleaner does it stay? Like how much algae you're gonna get, green water you're gonna, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
With heated compared to cold.
If you've got ultraviolets, heated shouldn't make an ounce of difference at all.
Does it not? Like add growth to
it might
blanket
produce
reader?
No, the algae grows because of nutrients in your water. The more food you put in your fish, the more shit they produce. The more ammonia is produced from that. The more it goes through the nitrifying bacteria cycle, nitrite, nitrates, and then your plants absorb that. And algae is a plant which grows from the nutrients in your pond. So more sunlight, more nutrients, more food, more you feed, the more that you get that problem. But if you've got ultraviolet that keeps it at bay, then really you should never have that problem. Blanket.
I thought heat did the same thing as well, but
you'll always get more growth with everything with heat. Warmth makes everything grow, mate. Throw a load of leaves on top of the net. That will keep the heat in. I think that's happening anyway.
Yeah, don't need to do that. Just throw that on, it'll be fine.
Right, is anybody else that U43 guys out there that'd like to come on and show us your ponds? If not, I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I'm going to get this myself inside there, and I'm going to drop this week's video.
Right, guys, I'm going to get out of here anyway.
Thank you very much for showing us your pond, Johnny. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you for coming on board.
No worries, mate. Thanks for letting me come on.
My pleasure. So it's about you guys coming and show us what you got. Take it easy, bud. Speak to you soon.
Right.
Chat.
Take it easy.
There we go. Daz is still busy tidying everything up, I guess. Daz, yeah? Doing it in slow motion. Aaron, we need to get Daz sorted out with some internet in his polytunnel. Great live stream today. Thank you very
Give me a
much,
tidy-
Elizabeth. Thank you. I appreciate it greatly. Great afternoon, all. Thank you very much, AC. One of these days, you will come on and show us that lovely pond of yours. You've got a nice pond, man. Need to showcase it. Fanfret Steve says, cheers, all. Elizabeth says, great live today. Thank you very much. Usual thing, guys. If you're enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. And until 2 weeks from now, we'll catch you again in the filter house. But before then, we'll see you next time on the live Thursday night. Up and coming. Don't forget to send in your pictures of, oh crap, what were it?
Yamabuki.
Yamabuki Ogons. How did I forget that? My favourite fish. Damn it. The one I haven't got yet, but I will be having very shortly. Ginger Pond Keeper says, afternoon all. Cheers, guys. Thank you all once again. We'll catch you all in the next one. Till then, keep smiling, guys. See you all soon.